From a local Hastings DJ to an internationally renowned DJ, how did you make that transition?
A lot of hard work, basically. From putting on my very first nights promoting to, moving along the south coast to Brighton, Stearns in Worthing, Bournemouth, slowly getting to Rage in Heaven in '91, just the Renaissance. Just, it's taken a long process. It hasn't just happened overnight. It's been sort of 9 years' work, but worth it.
Did you always believe you'd be as successful as you are?
When I first started DJing, it was never, DJs weren't travelling the world and, doing that kind of lifestyle. So I never got into DJing because, I saw those kind of dreams or goals or anything. It was just I really enjoyed DJing and playing music. It was just a way to express what I enjoyed.
In the early days, you were rocking the south, while someone you know very well was rocking the north. Sasha, how did you first meet?
I tried to get Sasha to play for me a few times, and he didn't turn up. Surprise! And we eventually met through the Renaissance connection, and I just said, look, you've got to come down and play at one of my parties. So he came down and played at Bedrock, but I didn't advertise him. I just put him on. It was only for 250 people. It was a really small party, and we just clicked. Just had a really great night, and then I just said, look, let's put on these nights down south. We started doing nights at the Zap, and because I was probably more well known in the north than I was in the south because of the Renaissance and everything like that, decided to call the night Northern Exposure because it was like the northern vibe exposed to down south. So that's how the name just came about. It wasn't off a TV show or anything like that.
You have regular Bedrock nights in Dublin at the Red Box and at Brighton at the beach. Do you think it's important to actually have residencies, or do you like to tour the country with your night?
I think it's important, especially with Brighton, because I've had a long association with the South Coast, and I hadn't really done anything there for about 2 years. So it was nice to get back into somewhere local and start championing the sound again. And it's just myself and Danny Howes just do the whole night. Don't usually have guests, although last week we had Danny Tenagler, play a special 5-hour set, which is, amazing. But on the whole, it's just Danny and myself just do the whole night, just trying to really push that sound forward. And it's, it took a bit of time, but it's, it's full house every week, every month now. And, things like Dublin, I think it's important to play over there. I've always had a really good fan base in Ireland. But I still really enjoy the travelling around, the guest spots.
How's your night Bedrock doing at Heaven in London?
It's really good. We're celebrating our first birthday party in October, and it's just gone from strength to strength. I think it's, it's really rewarding to put on a night where, we're not doing full page advertising. We're not kind of trying to compete with super clubs, but we've gained the recognition of kind of like, really, credible night.
You're actually recording under the name Bedrock.
Yeah.
You actually surprised how your single did so well, Heaven Sent.
Well, there's two of us in Bedrock. There's Nick Muir and myself, and we've been working together since '92. So we've got a good relationship. We do all the remixes together, all the tracks together. We haven't been that very prolific with singles, but because of the Heaven night, and it was, the reaction was so good, we just said, look, let's make a record and sort of dedicate it to the club. And the response has been really good. Pete Tong has been amazing. He's played it like 8 or 9 times. Everyone's been really supportive, so I'm really pleased.
You just completed a video. Tell us about that.
Yeah, basically, we just, got some, guys down and did a, video of the night and just kind of compressed it into, 3.5 minutes. So it's kind of got all the aspects of the club, like the queue and, me DJing, Nick on the keyboards, and everyone going mad on the dance floor. So it kind of, I'm pretty pleased with the way it's turned out.
What's happening next on the production front?
Nick and myself at Bedrock, we've got 2 new singles which are going to be following on from Heaven Sent. I've also started a label which is sort of kicking in with the first track, Heaven Sent, and then following that there's Danny House's project called The Science Department, which is coming out. Jimmy Van Maligan and Austin Leeds from Florida have done a track. I've picked up a record from Italy. So that's all kind of move along in a nice way. I'm just picking tracks that I really like and really believe in. I've also got a compilation album coming out, which is just a Bedrock one, just compiled and mixed by myself. And we've just been busy in the studio, Nick and myself. We've done remixes of Toshi Tomi. We've just got Kelly from the Sneaker Pimps singing on it, and Farley and Hella's new single as well. So,
Busy.
you know, yeah, relatively busy, but you know, doing projects I enjoy.
How about the Millennium? What have you got planned for that?
I'm going to be doing the Media Club in Nottingham for Renaissance, and also Trentham Gardens, and then it's back down to Heathrow on a plane and doing Twilo on New Year's Day. So it's going to be a long 36, 48 hours on that day.
That's it for part 1. Coming up in part 2, we've got Club On Magazine's dance chart and retro at Tall Trees in Yarm.
So stay tuned.